Hey guys, Evan's coming at you and learning how to use some new technologies to be able to share and add value and with you guys. But today, what I wanted to do is talk a little bit about how to make these protein pancakes that I've been enjoying all week, and then two, give you 3 tips of way to um, add protein to your day. I know, we talked about macronutrients yesterday, and one of the most important macronutrients, I mean, they're all important, they do different things in the body, but, one that we see a lot of people struggle with is getting in their protein intake. So I wanted to give you a couple of quick tips on how to get in your protein, but we'll do that as the pancakes are being made because, that's the name of the game. So I'm going to reposition this just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So, boom. So have some simple tools, of course, my food scale, so I know how much food we're going to get in here. And it's going to be oatmeal pancakes. So it's just regular quick oats for me. Now, how do I know how much to use? All based on my meal plan. So I typically do about 80 grams of oats, and I measure that dry. So for me, that's about 50 something grams of carbs. So if you can't do that many carbs, you can definitely do a little bit less. But I zero out the scale once it's on here, and then 28, 54. Oh wow, that's 79. Boom, 80 on the button. So now I know how much I have in there. Second thing is I add egg whites. So for me, I like these like muscle egg whites. They're really good, and so I'll have some of those. But they don't have a measurement on the label in like weighted measurements. Theirs is only in cups. So 1 cup gives me 26 grams of protein in here. And actually, while I'm doing this, let me warm up the pan. So ensuring that you have a nice pan is critical. So I got this here, boom. Nice. So 1 cup. And then it's about a pinch, like a teaspoon almost, of baking powder. Why? It's because egg whites is going to make it dense. So the baking powder adds a little bit of fluff to the pancakes. Just a little bit. You actually could have used a little bit less than that, but you won't have much taste in it. So the next thing I'm going to put in here, well, the next thing I'm going to do to it, I should say, is blend it. So I have a little hand blender that I use. I absolutely love this thing. It's a KitchenAid hand blender. And I can just drop it right in and blend it. So and you probably could mix it in or put it in a regular blender or a bullet or something like that. But for me, this is just like hyper convenient. The child in me has come out. Nice. It's like baking cake, Tastes super delicious. It already has a ton of flavor to it because I use the pancake batter flavored muscle egg, so it has that nice pancake batter taste to it. So that's there. All I have to do now is wait for my pan to get hot. If my pan's not hot enough, it's gonna like stick. It's gonna take too long to cook, and that's never fun. So while this is waiting, I'll show you another tip that I do to kind of get my day going. And the big tip is I plan all my meals. So I come in for the day. I go to my fitness pal. I already have preset what my macronutrients need to be. And then I come in and I'm planning out, my day. So diary on the bottom. I'm going to make an omelet with the egg whites as well and add some cheese. And that's an easy way for me to bump up my protein. So I have 2 cups of the egg whites in there. I have the oats. Now, if the oats weren't already in here, which they are for me, I could just come in, use the barcode scanner. There we go. And it'll scan in the oats. You know, it's like half a cup dry, but I don't measure by half a cup. That's actually the worst way to measure because that could be very subjective. So actually you go in and I search for it since it wasn't in there. But since I already searched for the Quaker oats in grams, I have my 80 grams of oats, and I need some cheese because I'm gonna put cheese in my omelet. And I have the Sargento cheddar cheese, and I'll use 28 grams of that. And as I'm planning this out, I can literally plan my entire day in under 10 minutes. So the effort that it takes to really hit my goals is not a lot because in a very short period of time, I could plan out my meals. I know what I like for my snack. So for my morning snack, there's a multi-add button where you can add multiple things in there. So I'll click excess and I'll grab my excess bar and shake, and that's normally my snack. So no time, boom. And then for my afternoon snack, I like this new hummus that I've been eating. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. This is brownie hummus that I get at Aldi's. So I'll just go brownie, do my little chocolate fix, and then I do these like these crackers. They're like wheat thin crackers, like all these versions of wheat thins. So I'll do some of those as well. So I'll have it in here, as original. And, you know, sometimes people get frustrated because sometimes you scan a barcode and it doesn't show you what you're looking for. But what I encourage people to do is, you know, if you put it in manually one time, you can use it for the rest of your life. So it's just using that information one time to really move towards your goals. And then, you know, I saw that Dana made some tilapia. So I'm going to actually have tilapia. It's been a while since I had tilapia. And I'll use about 200 grams. That's going to give me 35 grams of protein. But it's really important that I don't just grab the first tilapia. I actually go for baked because the portion is different raw than baked. So when I go to baked and I do the same, this one only comes in ounces. So let's say I was to do 6 or 7 ounces of that, that'd be 35 grams, you know, in there. So you can weigh in ounces, you can weigh in grams, you know, doesn't really matter. You can just get a little bit more precise in grams than you can in ounces. My pan is nice and hot. You don't want it too hot. Like, you know, if you see like all kinds of steam coming off of this bad boy, you don't want to burn your pancakes either. And then now you just pour it in. I just feel like it's a little too hot still. All that talking. So nice. Now, let's say if you didn't have a flavored egg whites, you can also do like cinnamon. You can do, you know, some nutmeg or vanilla. You can do all those kind of things to really get a nice flavor in your pancake without adding a ton of sugar or syrup, you know, to the pancakes. So I told you I was going to give you 3 tips. First one is infusing, you know, things like egg whites into meals. You know, one of the things I like to do is sometimes if I'm low on protein, I'll make fried rice. Have the rice, scramble some egg whites, combine the two of them as an easy way to bump up my protein. So things like protein pancakes, infusing egg whites in there. Another common thing that I like to do, and I know a ton of fitness people, that's a really good hack, is take non-fat Greek yogurt. It has like a tangy texture or flavor to it. So for a lot of people, you can add something sweet to it and go down the sweet route, or you can add something savory to it and go down the savory route. So sometimes we'll use this and put it inside a taco or sub it for like sour cream. And that's one way to do it. Another thing you do is combine like vanilla or any really flavored protein powder to it, mix it in and create a little smoothie type flavor. Something I saw recently, I think it's time to flip these pancakes, was that one thing I do recommend is find the spatula before you start cooking. There we go. Don't want to burn these bad boys. One thing I saw Katie do recently was she, nice, beautiful golden brown pancakes. She added peanut butter. So if you add peanut butter to the Greek yogurt and the protein powder, she gave it nice, like heavy, like not smoothie, but like like a real thick smoothie kind of consistency. So that was something that she did that worked really, really well. So once with all pancakes, right? Once it's cooked on one side, you don't need to spend a whole lot of time cooking it on the other side. Woo, man, almost man down. But you get this nice, beautiful, pancake, in moments. So that's 3 there, and all of this is for me. Now what I should have done was spray the pan again, so this one may stick. As you can see, the pan is still a little hot. And then the third thing, so we have, infusing things like egg whites into meals regularly because you don't taste them. The second one we talked about was protein shakes mixed in with yogurt and things in that area. The third tip that I think that really helps out is adding beans. So a lot of times people, we think only meat for protein, and though beans don't give you what's called complete proteins, when you combine them with complete proteins, you do get the full, protein effect. Look at that pretty pancake. So when you combine like beans, so let's say I have some, chicken, or even if I have egg whites or cheese or whatever I want, I can throw some beans in with it, and it's a great way to just get a quick bump in protein. So adding, your beans in and other vegetable sources of protein, as well as adding egg whites into things like making things like protein pancakes. This right here, just if I just ate this pancake setup right here, that alone is 26 grams of protein in this. Now, if you don't need to eat this many carbs in your day, that's totally fine. Or in your breakfast meal, that's totally fine. But I do, and I'm excited about it. So that's an easy, quick way to make some protein pancakes. And since I'm ready here, as soon as the pan cool down, I'm gonna make my omelet as well. So adding those things in. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'll give you a fourth tip really quick. Is thank you on there. The fourth tip I'll say is to add. What was I going to say? To split your protein throughout the day. So we don't need the pan. That's not my normal omelet pan here, but we'll make it work. Biggest thing is good temperature on it. So the other piece is to add split your protein throughout the course of the day. So one thing I see that people really have challenges with is, we're just waiting for the pan to be the right temperature here so I can talk to you guys. But one thing I see people have a big challenge with is they don't put protein in breakfast. So they may just have pancakes like I just did, but just adding the egg whites make a huge difference, and if I need to get if I need to get 50 grams of protein in a day, adding the egg whites in is a quick way to, bump up my protein throughout the course of the day. So if you think maybe easy hack that some people do, it doesn't work for everybody, is about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, right? So if you're 350 pounds, don't try that. That's not going to work for you. For we know that certain parts of demographic that wouldn't work for either. But let's say for me, I have to eat 200 grams of protein a day, and I wanted 5 meals in my day. Well, I can easily say if I have 40 grams of protein in each meal, I can hit my goal. And now I don't have to work too hard to hit it. So I can easily, like just now I have the pancakes gives me 26. I'm going to do another omelet with it. That's going to give me another 26. That's 52. And then I'm going to throw some cheese in there. It's going to give me another 7 or so. So now I'm at 60 grams of protein in breakfast. And depending on your work shift and how your day runs, it may make more sense to heavy load the protein early in the day. Therefore, you don't have to think about it too much throughout the course of the day. But my hummus snack is going to be very low in protein. I just like the way the hummus tastes, and I like the salty from the crackers. And then my next, my lunch will have 35 grams. My dinner is going to be a little bit heavier in protein because I eat dinner today, I think somewhere around 7-ish, and I go to bed around 10. So those are easy ways in which you could split it up. And I think that's, sometimes people just grab a bagel and put some peanut butter and jelly or cream cheese on it, but it's not going to give you enough. And nuts and seeds and butters are primarily a fat, not a protein. So that's just, a really quick tip and how to get your protein in throughout the day. If you want, I'll just rock out this omelet with you guys because, I just love to cook. And then we're going to rock on into our day. We have our family workout, and then I got to go to work. Now, this tastes so good. We used to sell Muscle Life for a long time at Senior Fit, and then we just stopped selling it because you have to buy it in such quantities. But it does taste really, really good. When I got a hot pan, I don't even need to have the thing on. I don't have to have the fire on. That's the word, the thing. So, and I just weigh out everything. People go, oh, it takes so long to weigh, but it really doesn't. You're watching me, I just took a pinch out. Boom. That's 28 grams right there. Life is good. And if it was 30 or 32, sometimes all I do is use 32 and adjust it in my MyFitnessPal. And, so I just make an adjustment later on in my day. So, boom. Who is that? How you doing, baby girl? You slept well? Should have had you here as my sous chef. Every time my daughter makes, a meal, you think that she's feeding the queen. Nice. So nice, beautiful omelet. I'm just going to wait a couple more seconds to let that egg white cook all the way through. And we are good to go. So that's done. And then now I can, while waiting for that, just finish the plan of my day. So I have that in here. And now I'm going to have the tilapia. What I'm going to do, since I want some more vegetables in my day today, because I don't really have any in breakfast, I'm going to add some other things in here. So I'm going to do some lettuce. I like romaine. I'm going to do some spinach. Just make myself a little salad today. I'm going to do some arugula because we haven't. I don't want it to go bad. I'm going to do some tomatoes. I'm going to do some peppers. And sometimes I get like really analytic and I'm like, oh, orange peppers and yellow peppers. And other times I just grab bell peppers. They're about the same. So, and then what I'm going to do is probably some more of those crackers for my carbs because a salad is not going to give you enough carbohydrates. So that's really important. So, original. Boom. So I have those in my lunch. And then for dinner, I'll have some ground turkey, for dinner. So we'll do some ground turkey, and we get the 93 lean again. Since I'm measuring it cooked, I put it in cooked. Yeah, thank you about the omelet, in there. And so I'm gonna do about 150 grams at first in there. And actually, I'll just make a taco tonight. So I'll do the Mission Carb Wrap. If you're not familiar with those, love these things here. So the Mission, they have the low carb wraps. It's a great way to hack your fiber goals. Every 19 grams of it has 15 grams of fiber. So you still count all the carbs in there, but at least you can get your fiber in. So boom, that's done. Well, actually, I can do 2 wraps in there. And now I just need a little bit more protein. So what to do? Ooh, I'm going to do the yogurt. I'm going to use the yogurt as like my little sour cream deal. And let's see, 50 grams. Boom. So I'm done. I'm within 2. It doesn't show you guys very well. Oh, there it is. I'm right within my goals, right? I'm plus or minus 5 on my carbs and my protein, and plus or minus 2 my fat. And that was it. Planning my day, cooked all my meals, or I mean, I chopped up my salad. Omelet's done and ready for the eating. That's a big omelet. I need a different plate. You know, this wouldn't have made it on Chopped. But we'll just turn off the oven here. So great chat with you guys. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully this helped you hack your protein goals. Talk to you in a bit.